My mother was a very frustrated woman, right? Because her mother had gone through some very unnatural things in her lifetime. She lived in Taiwan, and she eventually moved to Korea. And when we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, she was a streetwalker. She was currently working as a streetwalker there. She was one of the lucky few to survive Hiroshima. And, well, excuse me a minute. I can't hit it. She was one of the very few lucky ones to survive Hiroshima. But the thing is, she was very mutated from the process of the radiation and everything, healing. And when she came back to the United States, she came to the United States and met my grandfather. And, you know, they fucked hardcore, they fucked all the time, 24/7, they were getting down and dirty, but she didn't like anal, she liked vaginal. So, eventually, he blew his load in her pussy, and, you know, my mother was born. So my mother, she was an interesting Sheila. She spent her entire life looking to fall in love. She wanted to fall in a deep, deep love with fairy tale-like proportions. And she did, with my father. But the thing is, my mother led a very, unnatural lifestyle. She grew methamphetamine. In a meth lab, in a trailer park, in a trailer. So my father was a police officer, and he couldn't bear it, you know, he couldn't bear the lifestyle, because of, you know, her lifestyle and his lifestyle colliding. He didn't want to have to arrest her, so he broke it off. Only after he impregnated her with me. But the thing is, I forget where this is going, but the point is, she had 4 clitorises. Each and every one was stimulated during sexual activity. She had 4 clitorises. My father would insert his penis into her vagina and bang her like a cat. And while he was banging her like a kitten off of the kitchen counter, he would stimulate all 4 clitorises by reaching his head down there. Yes, he's a very flexible man. Reaching his head down to her crotch while he was banging her like a kitten off the kitchen counter, and motorboat her clitorises. He'd go, and she'd go, I just came. So as you can see, I am perfectly normal.
Please come again.
I came buckets. You came buckets. I came cylinders. I came flatbeds. I came... I came Justin Long's nose loads. Ooh, I come bud. I come bud. I come bud. I come bud.